What's going on, everybody? STUDmuffin here. If this is your first time being at the channel, thanks for dropping by. We appreciate you being here. We're going to get right into this part 10 of the Seleucid Empire playthrough, and we're going to start off with a siege. The siege of Marracanda. After we take this, there will be one city remaining of the Parthian faction. This is the general that is in the garrison at Marracanda. Not many good traits. The army itself, nothing really all that intimidating. There's a couple units of Persian cav which are slightly better than the original horse archers. Got some Scythian mercenaries with decent valor, but no weapon or armor upgrades. I think this will be a clean sweep. And then we will be pushing to their last settlement. And then into Syrian lands. Okay, let's go ahead and ram the gates with the elephants. We'll go ahead and move the militia cav up. Just like so. Pelt this up as well. Bring my general cav up. And then we'll bring the phalanx up. This should be about all we need for the siege. I don't know if we'll need any of the other units, but should be all we need. Getting a few of those missiles in there. What do they got here? Slingers. Got some slingers right inside the gates with their little pink pajamas, or purple. It's like a magenta. Probably the best way I could describe their color. It's like a magenta. Slight. Getting some good casualties in here. Is that his general? That's the Persian cav. Okay. More Scythian mercenaries in the back here. I think that's where all of them are. And then the Persian cav there. Am I even hitting the gates? Yeah, there they go. Beautiful. Okay. Time to fast forward until the gates are down. They're back in front again with the slingers. They're taking some good casualties there. My peltas are slightly out of range, I think. Let's move them up a little bit closer. There we go. Gates are broken. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to send this general over to take out the Persian cav here. Maybe this will trigger some of the infantry as well to chase me.
Gods, our soldiers have done well this day. The walls
There we go. Yep, triggered something. There we go. Make sure my general's not just in there chilling. This one unit's taking on like 20. Attack the Persians. I didn't ask you to attack the horse archers. Alexander can do that. There we go. Just a handful of them. Just wiping out these Scythian mercenaries. I mean, they're up against everything. Of course, Alexander back here is just mopping them up. And they survive. And them guys are tough. Okay, so then do I come over here, hit the Eastern General? Let's just go over here. See if we can trigger them. I don't think there's any more units on that side. We'll bring Alexander over here just to trigger some of these guys. Run, run, run. There we go. Triggered the horse archers. Hopefully. Now they should rush forward. Hopefully. Yeah, run back again. Here we go. Let's move these militia cav over. Move these guys up. Now I should have my peltas in range. There we go. That was the mission all along. Get some good peltas shots in there. Drain all my inventory. That's the Eastern General there. Nice. Getting a lot of casualties in here. Not on my side, but on his side. There's several Eastern infantry I'd like to wipe out before I fully charge in with my cav. The rest will be a piece of cake. They just got slingers, more slingers, and then horse archers, more slingers. If I can take out these Eastern infantry, I'll be set. There we go. Let's reline these guys up. Something like that, maybe. Give them a little more range. I don't know for sure or not, but we're going to try. Okay. Hit the hillmen. Might as well attack now. Might as well. That's the only big unit of infantry left that I'm wanting to finish off. Now those 158 hillmen might be some bit of a struggle. If I can cause a mass rout here. Okay. What do we got here? Where's our general at? Don't see him anywhere. There he is, right here. He's good and safe and in the back. Which he's lost one guy out of all. Now he's at gold chevron, gold valor. I'll take that. That's even more attack he's going to have against these guys. There goes another unit. There goes the rout. Attack that unit. Now, let's see if I can... There we go. Get in there. If I can rank this general up as well. There we go. Alexander doing good. Finishing off these guys. Hopefully I can get his son over here, Giraz, I think is his name. Hopefully I can get him to Silver 3, at least. Where's he at? Right here? Yep. Not really lost many yet. Okay. Good. Actually, wait. I'm going to give these Peltas a chance to throw their range. Good job. Okay, charge now. Here we go. Beautiful. Wavering. Okay, get out of there. Hit the slingers. Let the elephant archers take them out. Looks like they're already taken. Good. They should be wavering. I don't know what they're doing. Okay. Nice. Getting some good kills there. How many of these guys are left? There they are. They're broken now. I can rush in with Alexander now and let the routing units get wiped out by the missiles. Need to rush in and support Giraz. He's safe here in the center, so I'm not too worried. Rush in and hit this Eastern General. Okay. Giraz is up here, still safe. Alexander should be coming in here very quickly. I think the Eastern General is somewhere in here. I think he's... Where is he? Can't see him. He's somewhere. Maybe that's him right there with the gold helmet. I think that's him with the gold helmet, yeah. Okay. Here we are. Good progress here. Yep, the Eastern General's almost dead. He's right there with the gold helmet. He is pinned up against the wall there. Alright, now attack. Let's attack the Persian cav. Oh yeah, there we go. Get a lot of kills here. This Persian cav unit's about the only thing good left. The rest is just the Scythian mercenaries and slingers. Pretty much, that's it. Yeah. Nice. Kill the slingers. I expect they'll were out here soon too. It says 150 of them? I doubt it. Doesn't look like that many left. Come on, wipe them out, wipe them out. They should rout any second. There they go. Now charge. Time to wipe out the Scythians. There we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Wipe them out. Wipe them out. Beautiful. Turns out all I needed was my generals and my missiles. About it. Which is good. I didn't feel like bringing my phalanx in and dealing with all that. Cavalry mobility is just so nice. Just to finish battles quickly with your cav. Instead of bringing slow phalanxes around everywhere. Okay, you guys charge them, and you guys finish off everybody else. Beautiful. And that's that. That's the battle. Charge. Beautiful. I wonder just how many men I lost. I probably didn't lose many at all.
This is a heroic victory, worthy of great soldiers.
Nice. Look at that. Let's go, baby. Man, that's crazy. All right, should we occupy or exterminate? I'm going to occupy. This is a small town, or smaller. I could probably exterminate Nisa, I would assume. Marracanda is a smaller city. Yeah, and I can go ahead and upgrade it anytime. Let's do a high tax rate. Retrain everything. And then I'll be back up in 1200 next route, or next round, next turn, whatever. I'm not going to hire any. Should I? I don't know if I will. Should I go low tax rate and hire a levy? Yeah. Let's do that. And then if I have to, I can recruit a mercenary and drop it off. Or I could always move a levy up and disband. Okay, and with that, let's end the turn. We were besieged by Pontus. About time they bring all their armies down. They're just kind of chilling in the vicinity. Candidate for adoption. Antaeus, Philadelphia. Benefactor, Arcecilius. We're going to deny this. Okay. Time to attack this army. What is the reinforcements? 2 chariot archers. I am not looking forward to that. If I didn't have my Syrian archers, I would be worried. It does look like they got a lot of trash troops, so like Libyan mercenaries. The camels are going to be something I'll need to worry about. Not worried about the Sabermen or the mercenary hoplites or hoplites. Machimui, Nubian Spearmen. This one unit of Axemen might be a little... Get me on edge there. 2 generals. That is the faction leader. But they are Cav. Yeah, not very strong either. Okay. Untouched by fear. Or, yeah. That's about it as far as morale. Okay, let's see if we can do this, guys. This will be crazy if we pull this off. There we go. We'll set up something like that. Bring the silver shields behind. Do something like that. Bring our pelt just like that. There we go. Let's go ahead and start like this. My lack of cavalry is not something I'm excited about. Okay. Go ahead and move everybody up. Something like that. Those are Desert Cav. So, I'm not going to move my Cav forward much. I don't want to trigger his men to move from the center position. Keep them right in the center here. Let's not drain my missiles on this army. Matter of fact, let's see what I can do with just my general. I'm gonna try to push up and get some altitude if I can. Drop the spears. Here we go. Perfect. Now rush forward. Get the Desert Cav. These just Axe Cav. Pause. You guys drop your phalanx. Boom. Okay, perfect. Charge forward. Kill the slingers. A lot of Desert Cav getting folded right here. Oh yeah, they don't stand a chance. I think I've lost one. Come on, charge in there. I don't think I've lost one of my general bodyguard. I don't know if I should attack these guys or just leave them like so. Maybe charge them from the rear. Okay. There we go. Go. Ooh, that frame rate is not good. Okay, looks like they're coming down the Alp. So I'm not concerned with the high ground as much now. Those chariots are going to be a problem. Okay. Charge. Blow the trumpet. Here's the good break I was looking for. Pause. Lift the phalanx. Perfect. Okay. Here we go. Get the majority of them. Alright, now I can get out of the way. Now, the rest of you. Right, what do we want to do here? The rest of you. Run forward. Set up in this position. And I want to get you in the rear. Perfect. Now are these Bedouin warriors? Hold up, hold up, hold up. These guys are rushing forward. Can't do that. Let's just set up like that then. Just to prevent running straight into the chariots there. Now I want to drop all of my phalanx if possible.
go. Well, his chariots aren't charging at the moment. I want them to. Okay, everybody turn your missiles on. Run forward. Oh, did I let my... Okay, cool. Bedouin warriors. Charge forward. Whoa, drop the phalanx. Nice, he's gonna run straight into all my missiles. But I don't know why I didn't turn you guys off of or onto guard position. Okay, then let's do this. And you guys. Something like that. That's fine. Run with the phalanx. Okay, I can charge the Bedouin warriors. Blow the trumpet. I haven't lost one of my general bodyguard yet. Desert Axemen are charging in. Let's send my silver shields up. Just like so. See if I can get a good charge in from behind. Let's turn these guys around. Go. Let's turn these guys something like that. Why are you moving? I would love to know that. Some weird glitch. I have no idea. Drop your spears. Our position. Okay, well. You guys do this. Something like that. Okay, charge in. Little trumpet. Boom. Perfect. Bedouin warriors, Nubian spearmen with the phalanx there. Okay, let's bring them back in front. Alright, now what do we want to do? Of course, I lost my militia cav there. Maybe I don't want to move these guys too much. Let's reposition my... What are you doing? Let's just take these guys off of phalanx. Charge in. Nice. I'm gold too. Ptolemaic bodyguard there. Let's just run these phalanx up. Charge here. Ptolemaic bodyguard's getting manhandled. Okay, what should I do? What should I do? Charge. Yep. Okay, that's one.
Let us hope it does not poison the carrion birds.
There we go. Now all of you target the chariots there. Beautiful. Charge these guys. Charge the bowmen. Perfect. Okay. Those chariots are just having their way with me there. Can't do nothing about it at the moment. Very limited on what I can do. If I can take out the chariots, then my cav won't have a whole lot to worry about. Okay. Nice. Okay, charge the mercenaries there. You guys form up. Something like that. Alright, charge the Bedouin archers. I need to go after these guys. Needs to be my main goal right now. Pick these guys off of phalanx. Okay. Looks like this battle has somehow turned around. Charge. 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 Okay, now. You guys go after the mercenary hoplites. Beautiful. Charge up the hill. Come on, come on, come on. You guys need to charge. Why are you going that way? Charge. Taking some serious damage here. Chase them down. Rout them. Whatever you have to do. Kill them. Okay. Let's get back in the central position. Actually, support. Okay, those guys are for the most part getting routed. Okay, form up. Chase down the bowmen. Okay, now your final goal. Rout the rest of these Bedouin archers. Here we go. Man, I don't know how I've pulled this off, but man, it's been awesome, hasn't it? Charge. Why are you doing that? Okay. Have we lost any yet? No, but they routed. I'll take that. Heck yeah. Alright, let's finish the rest of these guys off. I am gold 2. I have one more valor upgrade. Or one more valor level up available, and then I'll be maxed. That's insane. I don't think I've ever maxed a general before. Let's get behind them so we can just chase them the whole way through. There we go. That didn't work out. Okay. I'm gonna chase these guys, and then I'll be right back. There we go. What are the stats? Holy cow, dude. I don't know how I survived that. I don't know how I made that work. Somehow. I have like no missile units left, but he had 2 units of chariot archers. Man, somehow I pulled that off. All right, he retreated, or is he in the ships? Nice. Okay, let's bring the spy down. Nothing much of a threat left. Should we go right for the capital? Do not know, mate. We could go for the capital. We could go for Thebes and train up more military. I'm going big or going home, baby. Let's go for Memphis. I can hire some mercenaries next turn if there's any available. My army's here coming to support. Artavazd of Karana has came up, but if he's planning on besieging Gangara, he's too late. Let's go ahead and send our cav in first to ensure we get the siege. There we go. Move the rest of the men in. There we go. All right. What can we do here? Very weak troops. Nothing to be worried about. Let's go in for it. The last Armenian settlement left. All right. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in with missiles in general. Do the same thing I did on the last siege battle. Bring my Peltis up. Bring my militia cav up. Run. What are you doing? What are you doing? Run. Alright. Yeomen are taking some casualties. Let's do something like this. Just to get them out of the way of the militia cav. Then go for the gates. Perfect. That worked out. Nice. Now the hillmen are taking more casualties. Nice. Slightly in range of my Peltis. There's his general. The only thing that's actually worth accounting in the settlement. Might lose the elephant. Yeah, I lost one from the general. As long as I have one elephant left, that's all I need to break through gates, so I ain't worried about that. Okay, more hillmen. Those are Peltis. Wonder if I should send any cataphracts in. I do not have the option to retrain them at the moment if I do send them in and lose any casualties. Maybe I could retrain them in Sebastia, which is the neighboring settlement that Pontus owns. There we go, more casualties. I think the obvious play here is to bring my Peltis up on the flank. Maybe bring them up in the center. Bring my militia cav on the flank. Charge him with my general. Yeah, something like that. Should work. Let's go ahead and charge in just to see if we can trigger something. What are these guys, hillmen? Yeah, 70 hillmen. I'm not worried about that. Okay. Militia cav. Putting in work. They're about to be wiped out. There we go. That's all she wrote. Alright, here come Eastern Infantry. Bring my cav out. Maybe we wrap around and try to hit the Peltis at the town center. It's a bold move. It just might work. Alright, let's pull my general over. See if we can snipe these Peltis. That's hillmen there, so I can't really hit them. If I can trigger the general to come out, that'd be nice. Don't know if that's going to happen or not. Snipe those Peltis, brother. There we go. I'm not technically inside the town center yet, so it's not going to trigger the hillmen. Once I hit inside this square, they'll be coming in to charge my general. Which, as soon as his general comes to charge mine, gosh, those buildings are in the way. Okay, now it should have triggered. But I'm going to charge back out before they have the chance to get me too much here. Okay. Charge back out. Okay. I don't know what I should do from here. Should I just bring some Peltis in? They'll get destroyed. If this continues to trigger the Peltis, what about his general? If his general charges me, I'll wipe him. The hillmen look like they're charging. I'm not for sure. Yeah, the hillmen are charging. Can't do that. Okay, my elephants are in range. This Peltis might be coming up, though. I don't know. Maybe I just hang out here for a little while. These hillmen are coming in. I don't want to lose any of my elephants if possible. So maybe I just bring them back. There we go. That should trigger the Eastern Infantry to keep following. halt. Okay, should get some missiles in their backs. So his general is moving around here. I have no idea what he's doing or why he's doing that. Where's he even going? If he's coming around the side, I'll just take my elephants and meet him. Elephant should. Did he change his mind? He did. I hate when they do that. Okay, well. More Peltis. Let's just go ahead and move our elephants over here. Charge up. That's what I was worried about. Didn't want his Peltis to hit my elephants there. It should trigger them to charge in. If I can wipe his Peltis, I'll run straight up the middle with my elephants at that point. His general's out of the fight right now, so that worked out great. And the elephants back down, charge through, hit the other Peltis. Where's this general? Not engaged yet. So if he'll just stay here in the town center, I can just wipe the rest of these elephants and have a heyday. I don't know what you'd call it. A buffet. Alright. Wiping them out. Killing plenty of these Peltis here. There goes the route. Turn around, hit the other Peltis. Just like so, and run back. Now it's time I get my elephants in there. Get my general out. Bring my general in from behind. This is a strategy I'm going to go with. Let's halt the elephants. Just the missiles from the elephants alone should be able to do good damage at the Peltis. Actually rush in because his general has Pila or javelins. So the faster we wipe them out, the less damage we'll take. I think his ammunition is almost out though. He's got some ammunition left. Okay. I think his Peltis are wiping my elephants somewhat. Okay, this did not go as planned. His Peltis are going to take out a few of my elephants there, unfortunately. Okay. Okay, my general just decides he's gonna not go where I told him to go. Okay, time to get out of there. I'm not gonna lose any more of my elephants. What are you doing? Get out of there. Okay, elephants and general move in. Let's do both. See if that makes a difference. Where's my general at currently? Where is he at? I don't want to lose him. There he is back there. He's safe. Good. How many are left in his unit? 30? Okay. Now I need to get my elephant out. Not going to lose any more. Perfect. Time to get my Peltis in here. My elephant's out. My Peltis in. He's down to 8 left. There we go. Killed the general. That's all it took right there. Alright, now let's get my Peltis behind. There we go. That's one rank of Peltis. Get my other rank in there. Just like so. Run up like so. Should be in range now. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Maybe we run through. Let's run through. That will put them right in range. Run through there. There we go. Okay. Made it kind of a dirty work of that. Yo, run. What are you doing? Brother. Phew, gosh. Alright. There we go. That'll be it. Beautiful. Gold Valor. Not too bad. I lost more elephants than what I wanted to, but that's about all. Now, Armenia has been destroyed. Occupy. Wonder where that rebel army is. Well, Artavast, I guess was his name. Faction destroyed. Armenia. That's that. Retrainer Peltist. Hire a unit of levy. We can hire another unit of levy here. In Marracanda. Alright, now, by leaving this settlement, will that put us in the red? I'm at 70. One more unit of levy will put me probably at 75. Let's move back in. Maybe we leave on next turn. Okay, let's go ahead and destroy this Pontic force. What do they have? Literally all just infantry except for the Peltis, so let's rush out. We're gonna go all cav. There we go. Time for an all cav army. Now, I've got to find the Peltis. If I can find the Peltis. Mercenary Peltis, they're in the center. I don't know if I can snipe these mercenary Peltis or not. Probably not. Alright, all my cav are out. Okay, well, now that they're out, let's go ahead and rush up here. We'll triple speed this. Okay. Now they're going to fall back all of a sudden. Run up. Nice. Should be in range of everything. There we go.
Great God be praised.
There goes the general.
Fear makes a home in our enemies' hearts.
There's a route, massive route. Yes, let's go. Hit those hillmen. Massive route. I don't want to have any friendly fire if I can help it. Let's turn off of fire at will. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Let's go. They got 2 kills, but I lost like 9 guys. That means 7 of those kills or 7 of those deaths were friendly fire. Okay, well that was a quick little battle. Got a crazy morale break. Retinue expanded. Shield bearer, I'll take that. Brave, nice. Retrain. Option to leave now. Could I just leave? What would that do to the public order? Oh, nice. 75%. Not bad. I can deal with that. Yeah. I can deal with that. Trapezius I could go for. I could go for something like that. Well. I could go for Pharnaces the Wrathful. Go ahead and try to wipe him out. Let's just stay in the city one more turn. Try to retrain up my cav here. Maybe hire another unit of levy next turn. This will also give me time to bring this army across. There we go. Let's do the Peltis next. Perfect. Is that a full stack? I don't think so. It's not a full stack. Let's bring the silver shields back down. And the levy pikemen in. I'll do something like that. There we go. I'm happy with that. Don't have any spy yet. I'm just going to speed through this to bring my men all the way around and up here maybe. Would that be best? That'll give me a little bit of a mobility bonus. Okay, I think that's all of my men retrained here. So, I'll send them over to Antioch to get sent into Greek lands. Yes. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You guys move down. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Let's go ahead and send them across. In the turn. This dude, 80 years old, still alive, dude. That's crazy. Perfect. All right, now let's go ahead and bring... Nice. Alexander is now 50. Got the gray beard. Oh, my name's Greybeard. All right, let's go ahead and come up. Don't think I can... Okay, so I could technically upgrade that city. Let's move my army up. Can I do something? So instead of doing the Imperial Palace upgrade here just yet, let's do the paved roads first. Another unit of levy. Bring the army out. What is that going to do? Oh, that sucks. Can't do that just yet. Can't do that just yet. Okay, let's drop off the army here. They'll head up. I'll reinforce them with troops from Adan and Apanye. He'll be heading into Ankria. Let's go ahead and move this army over. Perfect. Okay. Nice. Redirect. Let's go for Thebes. Okay, I don't even have enough for... I don't even have enough for a ram. Hold on, can I cancel something? Okay, perfect. Cancel the paved road here. That's good enough for now. That will allow me to hire this mercenary for 700. That's just enough for a ram. Perfect. All right, well, that'll give me enough to go ahead and take that city next turn. Send the army over further. Hire another unit of levy here. Fair enough. Well, we got Alexander here and his son Giraz heading up to the last city of Parthia. We've got Zeuxis here. About to go over to Cotaeus. I said Sebastia earlier, but it's actually the city of Cotaeus. I'm probably going to wait in Hermozica, like 2 turns, get a couple more levies, then go straight for Cotaeus. The Scythians, I don't see them coming down or anything, but they do have a large army here. Argishti. Got a couple more Pontic cities here I can take. Once I send Zeuxis over to Cotaeus, I'm probably going to send Promenion here with his army straight up, take out this army, go up to Trapezius. And while I'm doing that, I've got this army here with Arrhidius, and he'll be heading up to Ankria and then up to Sinope. And yeah, that's going to be the end of Pontus and Parthia. I've also got a large army here under Agathocles heading across to Antioch to board the ships and head across to attack Cydonia probably, and then back up to Sparta or Athena Athens, whatever. I've got Aristocratus here. He'll be joining up with Icarus of Raphia, and they'll be heading across to take on the rest of Egypt, as well as Demetrius here, who has 2 gold chevrons, and I'll be taking Thebes next turn if nothing changes. I don't see why I couldn't win that, but that's pretty much the extent of what armies I've got going right now, and I was able to defeat Armenia. So next turn will be the death of Parthia, if nothing else, if nothing changes. But yeah, if you've made it this far into the video, I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more campaign content, you can click the video below or go to the playlists in the description, as well as Rome Total War advice right there. And until next time, God bless. Love you guys. Bye.